The world is full of wonders.
Magic is hidden in small moments.
And monsters could be hiding just out of sight.
But if you're looking to find them,
adventure is waiting to happen.
You never know who you'll meet along the way.
We are the Storyteller Squad.
Hello, adventurers. Welcome to a very special episode of The Storyteller Squad. We are back with another compliment corner, courtesy of our number one fan, Amanda Olson. We are just here to give each other compliments this time, because that's technically what she paid for, but also we're going to compliment her because she's the best. So who would like to start out?
Hey, Emery, obviously I've admired your art from afar from a while and have been trying to find a social circle with which to be friends with you. So LARP was nice, but this is better. We have a consistently amazing dynamic, and I really appreciate our sort of out-of-game communication with, hey, it's okay for me to like really fuck with Whitaker. And you're like, oh no, this is great. So I really enjoy that. And having a character that is by the book, who still manages to be funny and entertaining, I have to give you a lot of props for. So I really love riffing with your character, and obviously your art's fucking amazing. I stare at it way more than I stare at any other art. Just A+ all around. You're a good being. A day in and out of game, you have this really cool, mysterious, clever vibe, which I really love. And it makes me always want to get more and more out of you and out of your characters. It's really impressive, and I love it. Maddie, you are a ray of sunshine all the time, and that comes through with Felicity, and that is not easy to do with all the chaos in and out of game, so it just brings a smile to everyone's face. Brittany, you have this heart and empathy and genuineness that comes through when, we're just talking amongst ourselves, and also in game, it feels real. I cover all emotions in Sociopath and just bull through with what I want to do, but you really listen to the other characters and interact and are there for them. And that's really nice to be able to experience a podcast with someone who's true to themselves. Natalie, last but least hard to find compliments for. You're one of my role models in terms of putting this together, doing always the brunt of the work, and then you do research on things when you're looking up mics and software and people and companies, and your work ethic always inspires me to try to raise the bar for myself. And obviously you are a great chunk of the podcast by having to play all the NPCs and everything, and it's so delightful to see the flexibility and just enjoying all the characters and the villains. And Amanda, obviously, thanks for supporting inside the game and outside the game. I have multiple masks of yours, which keep me safe in this day and age. And also when I am not fun and not at my best, you're there, and that is incredibly appreciated.
How are we supposed to follow that? Come on.
Yeah.
All right, well, wrap it up.
You clever son of a...
Yeah.
Compliment corner covered by Damien. We're good.
Done in one.
No, I cheated. I started drinking wine, so I get that right little bit of "I love you, man" drunk. So I just chanted.
That's good.
There it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can try to follow up.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can also just cut them out. These are for you. The audience, they don't get to hear this. They don't get to hear this. This is for you guys. This is for you. Okay, but Amanda does get to hear this one because this one is for her. Sewing goddess, crafting goddess, absolutely beautiful. And Natalie gave me actresses to draw Mira from. She was like, hey, Mira looks like this. And I said, okay. And then I drew Amanda. So congrats, you're Mira now. Get in there. Have fun. Compliments for everyone else. Compliments for everyone else. God, you guys are crazy. I love you all. Natalie, your sense of narrative and dramatic timing is incredible. And sometimes I think you know our characters better than we do. Your brain is massive.
I might.
Your brain is huge. From when we're recording, we've already discovered like a whole bunch, but it still feels like we've only scratched the surface. And props to you, because the amount of work you've put into this podcast is honestly impressive. A day, we give you a lot of shit. I think we give you too much shit. You talk exactly as much as you want to talk, and I fucking respect that. You're an extremely thoughtful role player with a real talent for being both very grand and like high-minded, but also very intimate and human at the same time. Like you embody like these two aspects of both Hugo and yourself whenever you're encountering any situation in this game, and it's really wonderful to see. And regardless of what you have to say on it, I wish my roleplay looked more like yours. I think it's stunning. Maddie, a little secret for everyone in here, Maddie is the most precious person in this call, which is weird for me to say because they're older than me, but I'm saying it anyway. Maddie, I have not met you IRL, but out of everyone here, I think you are the one who I physically feel enter a space whenever you come onto the call, because your presence just brightens whatever room I'm recording in. You inject such a joy into this whole group, and I'm always excited to listen to Felicity do her thing. Brittany, I believe you are the OTP, the one true protagonist of this game. Watching Raven come to life has been both a delight and a bit of a surprise, one that caught me when I wasn't looking. You have, maybe without realizing it, mastered the balance of wit, curiosity, and unbridled lesbian energy that every audience POV character needs. I think you're truly advancing the genre of audience POV characters with Raven. Anders, sometimes I wish I could life drain you for even a fraction of the, frankly, Cthulian quantities of passion and confidence and pure, unadulterated hype you have for just the world around you. Everyone, this is a man who has an unmatched love for his friends, incredible pride in his own work, and who is, I'm quite certain, the soul of this production. And those are my compliments.
Wow. Everyone is so eloquent and well-spoken, and I'm over here on 4 hours of sleep. Like, what am I going to say other than I like you all?
Hey, Natalie?
Yeah.
That's enough. That's good enough for us.
Hey, Natalie, we just need you to like us.
That's it.
You have chosen to put so much time and effort and soul into this project that, like, your actions in that show us how much you like us. And we humbly accept. Because we like
my
you too.
Cast. You guys, I picked my cast. Like, I picked you all from the many people I know because I knew this would be a good group. I'll throw out my compliment for Amanda. Amanda has a knack and a knowledge of historical costuming that I'm, as a cosplayer, really jealous of. I'll just see her posting something like, here are these silk gloves that are hand embroidered or fit with a Downton Abbey aesthetic. But then she'll jump to like a speakeasy during Prohibition era outfit, and it's just as good and accurate. She just has this wealth of technique and costuming knowledge that if I could apply even a smidge of it to the more modern hero and anime type costumes I do, I think would be incredible. So thanks for supporting the show, Amanda, and for literally being the first person who I told about the show and you were just like instantly gushing and excited about it. And I think always share our posts, and just there's a reason I have named you #1 fan. If anyone wants that spot, they're gonna have to challenge you pretty hard to get there. Emery, your ability to draw even the silliest of moments from this show is such a gift, because I think it really helps keep the excitement and the energy going for everyone else in the cast, because we get to see our characters actually doing the things or doing non-canonical things that are still very in character for them.
I was gonna say, half the things I draw never actually happen.
Never
They're
actually
But they're
happen.
so good.
Yeah, it's like It's
They're
like
so
having a
plausible.
blooper reel for a podcast of an actual play game. It's awesome. Yeah. Did anyone hear that siren? Yeah.
Very
okay.
faintly.
Very faintly. Whatever. I live near a road, listeners. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best to make the audio better, but we're limited by what we can do. Yes, I put a lot of work into this show, but having me not being the only artist in the team is great because it feels like I'm not also stressing constantly about, oh, I need to make more pictures of the characters and the NPCs and everything. Like, no, they just are done because you love them and love the, the story we're telling. Anders, thank you for being the hype and energy when I am absolutely at the bottom of my mana barrel. I feel like I constantly message you being like, Anders, can you just tell me I'm doing a good job because I really need it this week, or I need it this hour, or... Yeah, having someone in my corner who is perhaps even more gung-ho about making this show a show is great. A day. Wow, I'm really glad that you joined our group because I feel like we had been LARP acquaintances for a long time, and now I can consider you a real friend. And oddly enough, that happened in a year where we only talked to each other and couldn't hang out. And I really appreciate your level of theater that you bring to the role. Hugo is at once very human, but never says a bad line. Anytime Hugo speaks, I know that something impactful or profound or even just funny is going to come out, and that's amazing. Maddie, thank you for making Felicity. I think there is always a character in a show that just feels like if they weren't there, the show would be an entirely different experience, and for me that's Felicity, because she not only helps me solidify a lot of the lore, which at this point in the show people are starting to maybe piece together, and you guys have gotten a bit of a glimpse at, but Raven might be our POV protagonist, but Felicity is certainly a chosen one, as it were, for the world experience. And I think you handle that with a humbleness and almost irreverence that is perfect. Felicity doesn't care that she's special, she's just Felicity, and I think that speaks to your ability to both pour yourself into the character, but keep them separate and not let your ego or anything get in the way of portraying her the way she should be done. I can't count how many times you have been in a moment of roleplay and just go, oh no, she has to do this. And I think that's really authentic and awesome. And wow, Brittany, I like and have to echo how much Raven is just you a lot of the time. Raven is such a likable character, and I think a lot of that just comes from how pleasant and friendly you are to be around and to roleplay with. And yeah, I agree entirely with what Emery said, that Raven is the protagonist of this story at this point. Like, she's how the audience can feel connected to the world, because she's the only one left who is connected to the real world in a way that is normal. And I think that's important. And Raven has stepped up, and you've stepped up a lot to fill some of the heart and emotional vulnerability that Bethany's character provided to the show. And even though Raven is far from mundane at this point, she comes at the world and everything that goes on with that same feeling of, well, this is new. Oh my gosh. Wow. Like, you're always constantly excited and I think a little giddy sometimes about the stuff that I just throw out, thinking like, well, maybe they'll like this. And that's delightful as a keeper and a GM, to have a player who just is constantly ready to yes and get excited or fall in love with the next silly or weird idea I come up with. Yeah, there you go. Love you guys.
Aww.
This is fun.
Oh my goodness. Pretty much everyone's said a lot of what I was thinking of saying, so all of that back to you guys, and I'll just blow through some compliments real quick in case we missed anything. Natalie, you're brilliant. I'm so glad you started this group and handpicked us all, and I'm so glad that we've like gotten this far and we still love it so much. And you have always been so like thoughtful in taking care of us from the very beginning. If anyone has limits or things we don't want to have in the game, that's always been such a thing that you take care of and take really seriously. And you always check in with us throughout the week and make sure that everything that's happening in the game is good and that everyone's okay with it. And I appreciate that so much. And Maddie, I've known you forever. You're my best friend. I love you. You're amazing. Anders, you are a ray of sunshine. Holy shit. You have so much hype all the time, and I love your energy. Thursdays are not complete without a message from you reminding us that it's game night. Emery, your art is amazing. I am constantly baffled by your talent and the hard work you put into stuff, and your comics are so good of our game. I love it so much. Also, your ability to play a grumpy old man is wonderful, and Whitaker is a treasure. Aday, you're fantastic. I'm so glad that I got to meet you through this podcast, and I can't wait to hang out with all of you guys in person and maybe start LARPing. Who knows? But yeah, everything you say is wonderful, and you bring so much heart with Hugo, and everything you say is just so good. Is that everybody? Did I do it?
We can only hope that we can get you into the LARPing world.
Oh no, it's
I'm
gonna
willing
happen.
to give it a shot.
I want to do it so bad. All right.
That was my compliment speedrun. Good luck.
I guess it's my turn. Oh, I'm bad at these. I'm bad at compliments, guys. Just want to let you know that right off the bat. All right. Anders, we'll start with you. Damien is my life. I mean, I brought him back once. I would happily do it again because this show is nothing without Damien's fucking wild adventures. You're so creative with everything Damien does. You get so into the character. It's amazing. All of the things he says, all the decisions he makes feel always completely in character. And that just attests to your amazing talent of role-playing. A literal demon. It's amazing. It's so good. Brittany, I have known you since I forced you to come and get gummy worms with me at the college store and tried to twerk in front of you dressed as female Loki on a ladder while you attempted to draw me. And I would not have it any other way. You are the best friend ever. And that's all I'm going to say about that because I'll start tearing up if I don't stop. Emery, Jesus Christ, what is there not to say and compliment about you? Your art is the most wild thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It amazes me every single time. And every time I get that notification that there's something posted in art and memes, I'm like, ah! And I run straight to my phone. I pull it up. I'll show anybody who's around me. I just love to flaunt your talent in everyone's face and be like, this is my friend now. He made this. Aday. Jesus, without you, this game would be a roller coaster. We need Hugo. We need Hugo to bring us all down just a little notch and be like, you know, hey guys, maybe not. Maybe that's not a good idea. And without that, we would very much all be dead probably by now. So thank you so much for bringing that to this game. You are a genius when it comes to role-playing. Everything you say is phenomenal. And I love Hugo so much for the little bit that he says. He's perfect. And Natalie, the world's best keeper. I swear to God, it might just be because I'm really fucking oblivious, but I never see where you're bringing this story. And then as soon as you throw it in our face, I'm like, holy shit, she's been planning that all along. It's amazing. All the twists and turns flow into each other so perfectly. It's absolutely phenomenal. That's it. I'm done now.
Wow. This was great. Thank you, Amanda, for letting us do this. We've all got these smiles now stuck on our faces because we said nice things for 20 minutes.
Oh, wait a second.
A day.
There's more nice things to say.
Oh,
How,
man.
Natalie? How could you?
Well, listen.
Natalie, were you gonna skip a day?
He's never on
Jesus.
camera. I'm a very visual person. We'll cut this.
No,
Cut it
no,
out
we
and
won't.
put it at the end.
Yeah.
This is worth it. So here's
All
the
right,
thing.
hit us with it. I'm going to cry when you compliment me.
Let's go.
No, here's the thing, though. Because I'm going to cheat. Because you guys already went through complimenting each other so much at such high levels, there is no way that I can compete with that. So, instead, group compliments.
I like
Every
where your
single
head's
one of
at.
you, I have gotten to know a lot better than I did before. And you have proven consistently, time and time and time again, that you are caring people who enjoy what you do and like to make the world a better place in any small way that you can, which ends up being a lot bigger than you think about. You have consistently made an experience which I look forward to every weekend to spend time with you all. Whether it's playing the game or just shooting the shit. I'm fairly certain that as far as life experiences go, this is one of the highest quality ones I have ever had. Every single one of you is a fantastic individual. And see, I'm just gonna pause there and you have to wait.
This is the most Hugo compliment I think you could possibly have done.
A day.
Do you want me to get out the chart? I can get out the chart. See, I can pull out the chart, which has a ranking of everyone. Everyone is S tier. Not much I can do to change that. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
Wow.
this is a lot.
This was a lot. And now I have to torture you all with monsters.
Hey, that's my other compliment to Natalie. Every week we sit down on a Zoom call and Natalie says, "I'm about to make you all suffer for about 3 hours or 4 or however long we go for," and we say, "Thank you, Natalie."
May I have
And-
another?
And then at the end we say, "Can we have more next week?" And Natalie says, "Yes, I'm going to make you suffer more next week." And
Yeah,
we say,
it'll be
"Thank you,
harder.
Natalie."
It'll be worse. This is role playing. This is tabletop RPGs. Thanks, adventurers, for tuning in and listening to us say nice things about us. We'll have to do one where we say nice things about all of you because honestly, it's incredible that we've had the support that we have so far. So much so that our friends are just willing to sponsor an episode so that we can do this sort of thing.
Oh, wait.
One more thing?
Just as a call out. Well played, Amanda. Well played.
Yes, very well played.